meant for an adult audience. Loveline may contain sexually oriented content. Listener discretion is advised. 3, 2, 1, go! Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew. Loveline, coast to coast.
It is Loveline. I'm Adam Carolla. That is Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Fax number 310-854-4455. Dr. Drew is a board-certified physician and addiction medicine specialist. Tonight, our guest, Joe McIntyre. Joe, of course, you know from all those years on New Kids. It is no longer Joey. It is Joe, and Joe is here to talk about The Fantastics, which is a new movie that's coming out this Friday.
Not necessarily Joey, not Joe. I'm not sending out a memo across the country.
But good.
No,
but
call me Joey, call me whatever, but
The Fantastics.
Just go see The Fantastics, man.
Well, tell us about The Fantastics.
Oh, it's fantastic. Sorry. It's thank you. I was waiting for that. A little late. It's the longest running show in the world, actually. It's an off-Broadway show out of New York. Classic love story, but the way the writers tell it. A lot of you might remember the song, Try to Remember the Kind of September, da-da-da-da. See that?
Yep, I remember. Yeah. I had the lyrics all scrred up, but yeah, I remember
it was
that
something
one.
like that.
That was The Fantastics?
That was The Fantastics. It was part of it, and there's a lot of other great songs, and Joel Grey and Barnard Hughes, a lot of great actors, and put together the movie, and it's a great show, and so it's coming out Friday, the 22nd.
It's a musical. Is it what Grease would be to Grease?
No, it wouldn't be what Grease. No, it's set actually in the 1920s. So,
but what I'm saying
the movie
is
Grease would be to Grease the play.
Yeah,
or
that's
West
what
Side
I mean.
Story would be to West Side Story.
Everyone always so quick.
Absolutely.
Everyone's so quick to shut me down.
Right.
That's what it is, right?
Right. But the play itself is a very small set. It's
what Newsies was to Newsies.
Yeah, it's what I am to. I don't know what, but it's a good musical. It's nice, but for those of you who know what the musical is about, the set of the play is there's not a lot to it. It's just about the people and the songs. But so the movie and the adaptation is set in the 1920s.
It was sort of like in the vein of Godspell, wasn't it? Like sort of 8 people on a.
Avant-garde wouldn't be the right word, but for a guy who doesn't know what avant-garde means, it's kind of avant-garde.
Well, the thing that strikes me about musicals that turn into movies is it's feast or famine. Either it's an amazing classic cult where everyone knows the lyrics and it runs forever, or it dies 1,000 deaths.
Yes.
There doesn't seem to be a musical that everyone goes, I'd give it a 7. And it's around, it's number 3 in the box office for a month and then fades away. It's either a dismal failure or a huge success.
It's Newsies or Sound of Music.
But
that's right.
Right.
Thank you.
But for a play that's been on Broadway for 40 years, and this play literally, the first week it wasn't even going to open. So it's got a great story behind it, and so many people have done it in high school, and so many people have been in it. So I think it's going to have that cult following, and people will see it. I don't know how long it's going to be in the theaters, but it's a good end of a story that the writers finally got to see it on the big screen. And it's well done.
How much musical theater have you done? Drew's done a whole hamper full, haven't you, Drew?
Yes.
Well, let him swallow his pie, but you've done a fair amount of.
Oh, sure.
Right.
I've done a lot of musical theater, but more importantly, my co-star, Jean Louisa Kelly, who's just dropped in to say hi.
Yeah, we'll turn her mic on and we'll be good.
There we go.
Hi, Jean.
All
right.
Just turn it up a little bit more for Jeannie.
Hi.
All right,
Joe. Maybe.
Yeah, you can share my mic.
I love this show.
But you did it in high school, didn't you? The play.
I did the play in college. Yeah, and it's funny because is my mic working?
No, that was just me pointing and screwing things up even more.
And actually, it's funny because my mother plays the piano, and she played for a production in my hometown when I was very little. Well, not that little, like 13. And my voice teacher was doing the play, and my mom played the piano for it, so I've known it for a long time.
And so it's a little bit of a homecoming for you.
Mm-hmm.
And exciting doing something you know and appreciate, I guess.
Yeah, well, it's a great musical, and it's cool doing a movie, too.
I guess for me it'd be like getting a part in Speed Racer, the movie.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
You know, something I watch.
Johnny Quest, the movie.
Where I play a young Anglo Haji.
Right. Thanks for bringing it home to the listeners.
Well, that you play Bandit.
Thank you.
All right, so this is coming out this Friday, right?
Yep.
And then I guess there's a soundtrack that goes along with it.
We did the album together. We did a cast album, and it's not we don't have Aaliyah and R. Kelly doing covers of Try to Remember, but it's me and Gina singing with the cast. Joe Gray, again, good people. And
his daughter had a thing for you, didn't he, Adam?
Really?
Didn't she, Anna?
She's a little nutty.
I liked her original nose. I
like
like Jennifer Gray's original nose.
I got it at home if you want to see it.
Really?
Yes, I sit on it every night when I come home.
Nice.
Yeah. And Joe, what about touring and see more CDs and all that stuff?
You guys basically broke me on MTV again. And that was my first appearance, and I had a great time. Made a couple of videos, and it was good to be back and toured a lot. And I'm working on my next album, so I'm doing good stuff. But Jeannie, you might want to hear. She's a little bit more hot to trot. She's got billboards all over.
I don't know about
LA.
that.
Yes, we know.
Gene, tell us about the new series.
It's a new sitcom called Yes, Dear. It's on Monday nights at 8:30 on CBS, and right before Raymond. And it's got Anthony Clark, who you may remember from Boston Common, and he's a great stand-up comic, and Mike O'Malley, and Liza Snyder, and I. So.
Yeah, I've seen the spots for it, although I'm trying to... You see, the problem with me in sitcoms is I get the Yes Dears and the Full Houses and the Eight is Enoughs and all these sort of cliche titles, and I start getting them... I said Full House, didn't I? I get them all whipped up into one, but I have one that no one has used, which is Close Quarters.
Oh, yeah.
I call it. Okay, no one has used that one yet. It's about a Hungarian soccer team that lives in a one-bedroom apartment with a newlywed couple. So there's like 26 Hungarian guys.
I could see you as one of those guys, a Hungarian guy.
I'd be Bela, the goalie.
Nice.
And they live with this newlywed couple in a flat in Manhattan.
I think
that's all I got.
It's got to be in...
I think it would work. Well, Close Quarters would sell it.
Potential. Yeah, the name is everything.
It's got legs.
You would sell that like no problem in L.A. No problem.
Joseph?
Yes.
You're 21?
Yes.
What's up?
Oh, not much. How's it going, guys?
Hey.
Well, it's good to be on the air. Yeah, so I ride my bike to work pretty often. I commute to work. And I get this sort of Pinot
wafer. Yeah.
Numbness.
Right.
And I want to know why. And
is that just while you're riding, or is that just while you're riding, or does it go on for the rest of the day?
It'll do it while I'm riding.
Do you have any trouble urinating?
No.
Yeah, this happened to me when I used to ride once. Here's the trick. It's important to keep your junk out in front of you. Don't tuck it between your legs and sit on it all the way out there.
Tuck it up. Bring it up.
I try to kind of stand up on the pedals and push to get the blood through to get it going again.
Well, it's actually pressure on a nerve called the pudendal nerve, which runs under the perineum there, and you can crush it and can injure it. And as you get older, it could be an issue, but it usually is not. It's just a transient
I know it's not romantic, but how about
when I get older?
No, it usually isn't. But be careful. Get the right kind of seat. Get a gel seat. Get the right kind of seat.
How about one of those big padded seats with the
they're great.
Sheepskin on them. You know the bike that the witch used in the
Wizard of Oz?
The big springs on the back, like underneath.
Yeah, big leaf springs on there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Why don't you get one of those? Or a nice banana seat.
But the point is, be careful, because it can have an impact long term. Women get a lot of problems with urinary frequency and that sort of thing. All those people that do the spinning, they get labeled with interstitial cystitis, which is not what they get. They just get urethral irritation.
You know what really sickens me is when you see guys in that spinning class. You ever see those guys? You ever see a spinning?
Well, they're in front of you. You got the back row. It's real
Joe,
bad.
you're from Boston. I don't think they have spinning over there.
They don't got time for that stuff in Boston.
No, they labeled that crap nonsense. That's the kind of stuff. Spinning is what people around the country make fun of L.A. They think of spinning.
Yeah, that's right.
They think of $8 coffees and spinning.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think so.
I announced boldly in front of one of those spinning classes that I would not get on one of those bikes if it was hooked up to a generator that powered a whorehouse. Even then. Chuck?
Yeah.
You're 21.
Yeah.
That's good. What's up?
Hey, I took some ecstasy like a month ago, and after I came down and stuff, when I came down, my back started hurting, like it hurt. It still hurts too.
Still hurts to this day?
Yeah.
Sounds like it hurts to talk too. Is that true?
Well, it hurts to think.
Oh, I see. That's how you talk?
Yeah.
Tough.
Yeah. It hurts to admit that you get a back problem after a month.
Yeah. It kind
like my neck hurts worse.
Yeah, that's sort of peculiar, but there are all sorts of... It's an injury to your central nervous system that drug gives you. Was it a large exposure, a large dose?
Yeah, but then I did it again on Saturday.
Have you been depressed or anxious since?
Like, want to do it again? Heck yeah.
You smoke a lot of weed?
Huh?
Oh yeah.
That's a great answer. Huh?
All right, ecstasy is the one of the drugs that we know dissolves parts of your brain.
Really?
Yeah.
It eats your brain?
Yeah.
But not the part you use, the fatty outer section and then the nougaty inner core, right? None of the essential stuff.
Chuck's not using much anyway, so he may not notice. But unfortunately, the part that's going to go is the part that maintains his mood. And you can have to disturb your sleep. People commonly get back and neck pain, and there any time a medicine sort of wipes you out or a substance wipes you out, back pain is a common thing.
Okay, let me explain my turn yourself into a retard theory just one more time, real quick. It's not a popular theory, but neither are many of mine, right, Drew? This is just one more of them. Some people are smarter than others. There's no doubt about that.
How dare you? Well, brains.
I'm out.
Yeah, some people were given brains as a gift, and others.
Right.
Yeah.
We're given nothing.
Yeah.
A sack of coal. That's what I got. And there's Einstein, and then there are the sort of people who use a little more of the reptilian brain. And when you're a genius, you can afford to burn a few brain cells. You really can. I mean, if you got 175 IQ, you want to smoke some weed and do some X and knock yourself down to 140, 135, fine, you're still smarter than the guy sitting next to you on the bus. But a lot of our callers are hovering around the border of retardville already. They're barely able to get a job. They're barely functional. They're barely there. They're barely in triple digits when it comes to the IQ. Then they start adding the weed and the hallucinogens and the ecstasy and whatnot on top of that, and now they're sliding into technically retarded.
Yeah.
As Chuck illustrated so clearly.
Unfortunately, there isn't that kind of linear relationship of intellect and exposure to these drugs. So in other words, what you're losing is not necessarily intellectual function. It's some of its reserve. So as you age, you'll start getting dementias later.
All right.
Mood disturbances,
please
panics, and anxiety.
Do not crap on my
half-baked my friends are listening to that. No, that it comes later. Fact.
Oh yeah. Well, alcohol is the one that commonly does that to people.
Well, but Drew, if your bulb was not that bright in the first place, it's like putting a lampshade or some foil over it.
I think you can say that accurately as it pertains to memory function.
Right.
In these drugs.
My friend, one of my good friends.
You don't think weed dulls you down?
You're
talking about permanently, though.
He says that's he goes, man, that's the only thing I miss is my memory, man. And it was serious. He was dead serious.
But I hope you made him feel better by explaining to him, listen, you didn't do anything too good and you didn't nail any good-looking chicks, so don't worry about it. As a matter of fact, your dad died 8 years ago. You're miserable.
Man.
Paul?
Yeah.
You're 17.
All right, thanks.
Great. What's up?
You're welcome. You're welcome, Paul.
Thanks for actually bringing me online. Sorry. Yeah, I have a question about women's hymen because I don't know. My friends talk about it. They say it's 2 inches in. It's
very different than the men's hymen.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah. Right, the behymen.
I wanted to know a little bit about that and about breaking it or whatever that occurs there.
No.
Come on.
Drew wants to get his anatomy book out so I can look at a hymen. I'm not going to do it.
It's not 2 inches in.
Is that like as in Hyman Town or?
No, that's New York.
Oh, that's a different thing.
What's that, Paul?
Okay.
Thank you.
Did I say it correctly, or?
Yeah, you're fine.
You got it.
It's not 2 inches in. It's just inside, and it's a membrane that women are born with, and it will rupture
Can they rupture it with their finger, or?
They can rupture it spontaneously, just by growing up.
You know what basically it is? It's that piece of foil that comes on top of the vitamin packs, or the vitamin jars, or the aspirin jars.
Sure.
You know, you take the lid off.
Yeah.
You gotta push your thumb through there real hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about it.
But does it come off? Could you take some off, like how you take
peel it
and
back
then you
a
have
little?
to peel it back? You'd like to get a smooth break.
Right, to get the...
But what if a little comes off? Can a little stay there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes?
Yes, it can partially rupture.
Wow.
And,
good analogy.
That's all I need, by the way. I'm like a great running back. I just need a little peak of daylight. Boom. Pay dirt. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, I have one more problem.
Okay.
You might be able to relate with me on this one.
Mm-hmm.
I live up in the hills, and I was walking through the forest, and I touched some poison oak, and I didn't know if I did or not. I'm a hill boy.
I know where this is going.
And there's a river, and, when you hear river, you automatically think, oh, whiz. So I went to go take one, and then 4 hours later,
Pow.
it was red, it was itching, and I don't know if Drew could help me out on what I could use, or...
Oh, come on. You've had poison oak before, right?
Yeah, I know. I mean, I've used Cameron or whatever that oil or pink stuff.
Well, when it
that doesn't work.
When it gets in the genitals, it can be pretty rough.
Oh man, I don't want to go to the doctor though and have him go down there and go.
Look, you have a doctor?
You have a doctor, Paul?
Yeah.
You could call. There's steroid creams. They'll take care of it, no problem.
Oh really?
Yeah. They
I
could
don't
do that
want
over the
Dad,
phone.
I need to go to the doctor because.
Yeah. Just tell me you have poison oak. That's all.
Hey,
Got a bad case of poison oak.
You think it's possible for a 17-year-old to rub cream on his penis without masturbating?
No, but there's no doubt that the applications will be made twice a day. You understand?
Yeah, at least.
And clear up in a snap.
Yeah. Josh?
And a snap, wow.
Josh, you're 18.
No pun intended.
I'm 18. Hello, Adam.
You ever whack off using calamine lotion?
Not calamine.
I don't know. Sometimes I like to whack off.
I'm just asking, Drew.
I really don't like to use lotion. No.
Really? Dry guy?
I'm a dry guy.
Great. Yep, save thousands over a lifetime. Maybe millions in my case.
Okay, well, first I want to say that, Adam, I love your show, The Man Show, and I think you're just a fabulous guy, and I like all your analogies and everything.
Fantastic.
Are you jerking off now, or?
No. You're just fabulous. And,
he's jerking Adam off, though.
Let's see, you're great, too. I got some questions about Robitussin.
What about it?
Well, I did Robitussin. I bought a bottle of it about a month ago,
Mm-hmm.
and I was feeling pretty shaky afterwards. And
You did a whole bottle at once?
Yeah, it was really. I don't know.
People call that robo-tripping.
Yes, it's not very... I'm never going to do it again, but I'm just wondering... Because when I came down, it probably took me about 3 days to come down.
Yeah, they kick the crap out of you.
What does it do?
It's hallucinogen.
I went Vagisil once. You ever do that?
Did what?
Go Vagisil.
Is that on a wind sail or something?
Free smoke Vagisil. Ever done that? Put that in a bong?
No,
just Robitussin.
What does it?
The dextromethorphan causes a hallucinogenic effect at very high doses.
What is it most like a drug other than?
Ask him. Josh, what was it most
You
like?
told me to ask you.
I don't know. I really haven't done many drugs except I've done weed, and that's about it. And
was it like that?
No,
it was kind of like
it's almost an almost a delirium.
It made me feel like I was light, like I just got done running or fighting or something, and all my muscles were just like totally light, and I was kind of floaty.
Nice.
Did you have a cold?
Do I have a cold now?
No,
Did you have a cold
not for another 8 years.
I did not have a cold.
How's that head clearing up?
So, what should he do, Drew?
Well, no, I know. What I was just wondering is if it's like, what are the effects, and like, what does it actually do? My back hurt really bad.
See, when a medicine kicks the crap out of you, you'll get back pain. I don't think anybody knows, but my experience has been that drugs that cause hallucinations as a primary influence tend to ultimately cause brain damage. So just be very careful with that. Although I know of no data that documents what Robitussin does.
All right, but he didn't freak him. Don't freak him out. I mean, he didn't do any permanent damage.
Don't do
You're all fine. Daniel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Adam, what's up?
Hey, what's up? You're 15.
Yeah. Hey, first of all, I'd like to say I love your guys' show.
Thanks.
And the Man Show, I can't watch it anymore because my parents cut the cable or something.
Yeah.
So, but it's a great
Good
show.
for them.
Thank you. Did they physically cut the cable, or they just stopped paying the bill?
No, they kind of just stopped paying the bill.
Nice.
And my sister says hi and she loves you.
Great. Tell her I'll be by later.
Is that it, Daniel?
I kind of have a question for Drew.
Yeah.
I was wondering if suppositories can break your behind.
Yeah.
Thanks, Daniel.
Genius.
I liked it. All right. You get that cable back so you can watch your man show.
Hyman. That was the twist on that one.
Right. Hey, Daniel, tell your folks it's basic cable. Come on.
All right. Can I ask a question real quick?
Hey, no, but listen, I look at that as child abuse, not providing basic cable for a youngin.
I like the idea, the image of the parents taking the shears and clipping it.
Yeah, or just freaking out, ripping it out of the wall.
During right when the beginning of your show came on too, like right then and there, like
right, like sparks flying out.
Yeah.
We didn't have cable growing up, but there was this thing called the On Box. Remember that? On TV?
Oh, yeah.
It was like having one really crappy cable station.
Yep.
It was like having, one bad Cinemax channel.
And as I remember, HBO had a competing box.
No, I don't remember that. I just remember the On Box. You'd flip it on, and it'd be, oh, great, Walter Matthau and Hopscotch is on again. This is great.
This is a movie deal.
Great, I've seen this 118 times.
There was an HBO box. I remember that.
Yeah, but late nights, Saturday nights, they'd run the dirty movies that weren't dirty by today's standards.
Is that the same?
Catch a boob. Yeah.
Is that the same network that you got in between those stations where it was like fuzzy and you could see some?
That's scrambled porn.
What was that though? Where did that come from?
Listen, we didn't have scrambled porn growing up. You understand? We had to rough it out.
All right.
We had the Vegas ad in the back of the sports page to look at, and occasionally the Sears catalog with the bra department,
or the one that your mother would rip out.
The pool item, the pool items in the raft.
Oh yeah, I had a raft box that I used to pleasure myself to. It was a good-looking chick floating on a raft.
In a bikini.
You're hard up when you're heading over to the Big Five to check out the raft boxes.
Oh,
I mean, is there anything more pathetic?
No.
It's like, hey, buddy, been an hour and 15 minutes in the pool section. You going to buy one of those floats? No. And when you're picking the raft box up and checking out, is there a different chick on the back, or is it the same chick in a different pose? And, ooh, look at the one on the side. She's pretty hot there. I actually tried to get in contact with the raft chick. I swear to Christ I did about that.
Oh my God.
I swear to God.
Oh, the humanity. Tell me about this.
It was about 5 or 6 years ago.
You're going to talk to your shrink about this.
5 or 6 years ago.
Wow.
Oh yeah, I was 30.
It wasn't even.
No, I wasn't 15 and a half. I was 30. I had my own ride by then.
Yeah. Was it the clout thing? Did you figure, all right, I'm ready, I've had my own show for a while, I'm ready to call the raft girl?
Yes, it's all part of my master plan.
What did you do?
I'll bide my time, working on my career, amassing my fortune, and then one day I make my move on the raft chick who probably drowned 4 years earlier in a photo shoot.
So you tried
Tsunami hit while she was out on the raft. I tried to get a hold of her. Yeah, I did.
And?
I went to...
Which one, though?
Wait, we gotta hear what he did.
The one,
by now.
The one from my youth.
And
I didn't care. I wanted her like I want Adrienne Barbeau now. I don't care.
Nice.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's, she may be a dusty jewel to some, but to me, she would be the jewel in my crown. I still have to get her to say I got her before I die, and same with the raft chick.
Okay, and so what'd you do?
I went to the Big Five and bought a raft, and then I called the company.
And what'd you say?
That, distributed the rafts.
What'd you say?
I'm looking for, marketing, the advertising, who does the raft packaging, who makes the box. I'm sure they get those inquiries all the time.
How far'd you get?
Not that far. I couldn't get her phone number.
Past the receptionist?
I couldn't get any. No, I couldn't get the raft chick. So then I decided to try to get hold of the chick who was on the Bally's Health Club. There used to be a cardboard cutout of her that was in the front of some store. She was sitting in a unitard, hot-looking blonde. I've been looking at her for a long time.
Circa
82.
No, mid-'80s.
Okay.
I couldn't get hold of her either.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Heartbroken.
How about the girl in the Bally's commercial?
I'm working on Mrs. Butterworth right now.
Ah, okay.
I believe she's actually alive and out there. Yeah, I wouldn't any of the chick from the Bally's commercial. Could you imagine, if you just on a blind date and you said, well, describe this chick for me. She goes, and someone just went, she's on one of those Bally's commercials. You'd be like, fine, done, let's go. She killed her last boyfriend, I think I should tell you. That's fine, that's cool, let's go.
Doesn't matter.
All right. I swear to God, if those commercials were another 30 seconds long, I would masturbate. You see those Valley commercials? We're out in the desert working out.
You got to get ready for them, though. You got to know when they're coming.
It's weird, though, that they show people working
Janie,
out.
I'm only kidding. Janie's looking at me like,
Kleenex ready?
are you serious?
They show people working out, but it's not in the valleys. It's out in the middle of the
desert
salt
one.
flat.
And they're like, yeah. She got the silver top on. Yeah. She's hot. I don't know who she is, but
all right. Well,
let's look her up.
I'll get her.
Put her on your list.
I'll get the raft chick. You get her.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to take ourselves a little break. We'll be back right after this. Yay! Yeah, it's Loveline. Joe, don't call him Joey McIntyre. He doesn't
Don't
care
say
if you
that,
call him
man.
Joey McIntyre.
No, that's not cool, because that's, I don't know.
Call him whatever you want.
Yeah,
he's just coming out with a new name, which is nothing more than a symbol. We just
No,
can't use
don't
it over
say
there.
that.
I call him
Artists used to be known as Joey McIntyre.
That's not true.
Louisa Kelly is here, too. I think, does she have a mic that works?
Testing.
Sort of.
Good.
Testing.
I mean, I'm back here, and
yeah,
Testing.
that thing's like...
All of my little tidbits of information have to be magnified.
Is that going to work, Anderson? No.
Does it sound good?
No, they should still share a mic.
Doesn't. All right. Yeah, this is picking up fine.
I hear that word has it on the street that Westwood One is going to have a bake sale in a couple of months. They're going to buy a new microphone. It'll be the first one in I think it's
40 years.
So they got one donated 8 years ago from a beached Soviet sub. Came on Saturday.
People don't realize we had to describe these things. They're those little halos with the little.
That's right.
With the speaker
like
and then
the RKO,
the
RKO ones. Yeah.
Right. It's the one the old baseball announcers used to use when they used to stand up. When the guy wore the fedora that said press in it.
Right.
David?
Yes, sir.
You're 24. What's up?
My question is for Dr. Drew, not knocking you, Adam Carolla, because you're badass.
Hey, thank you. Hold on. Let me make a comment about tonight. It is commentary night.
You know, people have been doing this for about 2 weeks, and it drives me insane.
They have not. No, they were a bunch of dead fish last night.
Yeah, but they all started with, Adam, you're the funny guy. Drew, you're smart. I think you guys are great. So, I'm going to be silent.
Welcome to radio, guys. I mean, come on. Get used to it.
David?
Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry. We didn't mean to break your spirit. Go ahead and ask your
I agree,
question.
Dave. Go ahead, man.
Hey, this is for Dr. Drew.
Yes, David.
I'm going to go see a psychiatrist tomorrow, and I'm a dope head, and I'm an alcoholic, so on and so forth. I've been abused, so on and so forth. I'm adopted, whatever.
Okay,
you know?
got it.
But I'm worried that I'm going to try to con, because I've been in penitentiary twice, I'm going to try to con the psychiatrist, which I can.
Well, why go? Why go?
I need help.
Well, the only way that the psychiatrist can make an adequate or even accurate assessment of what you need is if you're completely honest. It's just
that's the problem with people like me. I'm not honest. I'm a con.
What were you in the penitentiary for?
I shot up my ex-fiance's dude's. Well, she was screwing somebody, and I shot up his car because he wouldn't come out and fight me.
Well, you just had a gun on you?
A .45 automatic clock and cock.
That's nice. And you shot his car up. I'll tell you, I've said it many times. A car is like a piece of you that you leave outside.
For a man.
Well, I got a hypothetical question.
I always thought it was a pocketbook.
How many millions of dollars, maybe billions of dollars of damage have been done to automobiles just via relationships while they were parked?
Yeah.
Tire slash.
Whatever that amount is, I'd say about 90% of it.
It's neither here nor there.
All right, so you got
okay.
Thank you, Dave. You got arrested. Are you doing drugs now?
Oh yeah.
I'm drunker than a skunk.
Yeah, he's an alcoholic.
All right,
pot addict.
So you got to work on that, right?
But here's just understand this principle, David. The first thing the psychiatrist needs to manage is your addiction.
Yeah.
Until that is dealt with, nothing else can be done to help you. So if you don't talk about that issue, then you might as well not go.
Well, check this out. Pride gets into when I talk to a psychiatrist. I'm like, I'm not retarded and I'm not stupid, but I'm a dopehead and alcoholic. But I'm not gonna spill my guts and act like a
wait again,
pussy
David.
Yeah.
If you don't go, you're going to somebody to help manage emotional difficulties.
Yeah.
If you don't tell them about what those are, they can't begin the process of dealing with them. And the rule of thumb is the very first one to be dealt with always is addiction.
All right, hold on. Let me speak to David, man to dopehead.
Okay, go ahead.
I was at the shrink today, David.
Were you?
Yeah, I lie all the time at the shrink. It makes me feel better.
Yeah, and you could be like Adam and be in therapy for 14 years and accomplish.
If I was Adam, I'd be dead by now because he's a multimillionaire probably.
I'm literally a millionaire. Literally, Dave.
Not multi. We'll hear about it.
I would be Scarface with my nose.
Yeah. We'll hear about it when he's literally a multimillionaire.
You got to have dreams, David. Now listen to me.
Go ahead.
Don't worry about what you're going to say at the shrink. Just go to the shrink. You understand?
Okay.
Just go there, sit down, and talk.
And he'll know if you're BSing too, by the way.
Oh, everyone BS's at the beginning, and then you start to, break them down a little bit. Just go. Just get the process started. I don't want to freak the guy out so much he doesn't go, and he's all loaded now. Just, be sober and show up.
All right.
That's it. All right. Casey.
Hi.
You're 15?
Yeah.
What's up?
Okay.
Hold on a second. Let me tell you something that's weird about the shrink. I don't know how many of you have had this experience.
Well, some of my best friends have.
The thing that's weird about...
Wink, wink.
It's weird in life when you're sitting down and talking to someone, you start getting to an emotional topic.
Yeah.
It feels a little weird. But at the shrink, it's weird when you're talking about nothing.
Yeah.
And it's really, almost uncomfortable. Like, I showed up, I was 5-10 minutes late today, and I sat down, I was like, whew, man, the traffic's really bitch out there today. And he was like, yes, it is. And I said, I guess they're tearing down the mall over there, and they got a lot of construction going on. He's like, well, yeah, it's tough getting here. It was really bizarre and uncomfortable. And I was like, okay, please, I got to start crying. We're going to talk about my family real quick because it's too weird talking about traffic.
How'd you feel when you were in the car? Did you feel closed in?
All that was a scream for you to not talk about your masturbatory habits.
How dare you?
That's right. You still have brought that up.
Please.
Talk about being honest.
Oh, how dare you?
Oh,
how
my
dare
God.
you?
How the hell is he going to make an assessment without that basic information about your sexual compulsivity?
How dare you? In front of the guests. Sexual compulsivity. How dare
Just
you?
bring it up. Instead of talking about the...
Bring what up?
Talking about
it's
the
not
hamper or the laundry
How dare you? What about my hamper? Is something under my precious hamper? No. It's not a problem.
Yeah,
Once a day, no problem.
Dave doesn't think he's got a pot or an alcohol problem either.
That's right. Maybe he doesn't.
That's right.
I just got done whacking off.
What's healthy? Just for just throwing something out. What's healthy for masturbation, on a weekly basis? Healthy.
You're gonna kill yourself after he gives you the answer. You better ask me.
Every day, Joe. How many times is the call?
Well, think about how often the average couple has sex, which is about twice a week.
Right.
So that's about what a guy's rhythm
he shouldn't be doing anything else.
There's not a should to it. It's just that's about it.
Okay, but tell me
Adam, what do you do? What are you good for?
If he's got a girlfriend, and he's having a healthy relationship, and he's having sex twice a week.
He's just
how many? I know where he's going with this.
No, what?
Okay.
Should he not be healthily?
Relieving himself also?
Yes.
Yeah.
You can do whatever you want.
Let's say he's singing, he's on the road, he's a very hectic schedule.
Like I'm going to crack Dr. Drew.
2-3 times a week is about there. And where are you at, Adam? If we put in a weekly schedule here. Not daily, weekly.
Oh, weekly?
Weekly.
I squeezed 2 off today, so it kind of the ante a little bit. I really look at it as one because it was within like an hour and a half. I took like a 20-minute nap.
So you saw the Bally's commercial. I
have missed a day on occasion. Once in the fall of '86, I missed a day.
Oh, the humanity.
And then early '92, I missed a day.
It must have been so hard for you.
Difficult.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I think I had 104 fever or something.
So we're at about 14 times a week.
No, we're not at 14 times a week. I'd say realistically, I'd give myself 10. Give myself 10 times a week. That's only 40 times a month. That's not bad. I
feel better about my
your habits.
Listen, every one of my friends is good for that. Please, how dare you?
How many friends?
How dare you?
Thank you. Carlos?
Adam Carolla and Dr. Druino.
Hey, Carlos.
How many times did you say that before? Were you online doing that over and over again, or was that completely spontaneous?
For once, I just want to say that you're the intelligent one, and Dr. Drew, you're the funny one.
Thank you.
Here's what happened. I go to North Park University, and every year they have a freshman streak.
Right.
Well, I was in it last year, and to conceal my identity, I wore one of those Mexican wrestler masks.
Mm-hmm.
It's
called the Mutato mask.
Yeah.
Anyway, halfway through the streak, a bunch of football players thought it'd be a good idea to tackle my ass.
Mm-hmm.
And so I didn't recognize it at the beginning because of all the adrenaline.
Right.
But when I got home, you know, apart from my knees and crap being all scraped up, there was a big cut on my penis.
Really?
And
What do you mean by big cut?
I mean, on the head of it, I think what happened was when they tackled me, it scraped against the pavement.
So it was a scrape, wasn't a cut.
No, it's not. It's not like it's like.
Let me tell you, the players these days are not only trained to tackle, but to strip the balls loose too. They'll wrap you up with one hand and try to punch out the balls with the other hand. See if you can get a turnover. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
And so, right now, as of now, there's like a gouge in the head. Huh! And
what was that? Is that the dog in the back?
He's got Tourette's too.
And
wait a minute, he's BSing us.
Yeah.
He's nuts wearing a Mexican wrestler.
Oh, I think he said hut. As in hut.
Yeah, I think he was audibleizing.
Yeah, he was calling the audible. Blue 24, scrape.
He saw the safety moving up on a little red dog and decided to
He was almost
audibilize.
I hate when safeties do that and don't make the tackle, though. They run for the ball, and they won't tackle them.
Yeah, they try to tackle the
20
ball.
to 10, and they could have tackled them at the 20, but they go for the ball. And
I'll tell you, though, some of those guys got it down to a science.
Yeah.
I mean, that other hand comes flying around
I like the guys that
like a George Foreman hook to the body, man. And it's like, I don't know who you could have. An octopus couldn't hang on to that ball. I mean, you got a 280-pound guy with a 20-inch bicep, and his other arm comes flying around, and it's like either he gets the ball or he breaks 3 ribs.
Yeah. Right.
I don't, and no one ever did that before.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
the ones that don't know how to do that play for the Patriots.
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. Are they 0-3 now or 1-2?
They're 0-3.
3 heartbreakers too.
Oh, tough ones.
Listen, just like
the Jets stole that game.
Just like last year too. I mean, the Patriots have probably lost 6 out of their last 11 games, and all within a field goal or 2.
Absolutely.
We're in every single one of them.
I'm glad you feel our
Yeah,
pain.
I do. They suck. We'll take a little break. We'll be back. Hey, that's Loveline. I'm Adam Carolla. This is Dr. Drew over there. He's filling in for Dr. Bruce all this week. Has that joke gotten tired yet, Drew?
I'm tired of it.
Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Joe McIntyre is here. Also, Gene, Louisa, Kelly. Both Joe, you know from, of course, New Kids on the Block.
Now you know from the,
That's right.
The new
I
movie.
even forgot.
But they really know me from my solo career.
Solo career, of
Last
course.
year, my album that
Broken on
debuted
Loveline.
on your TV
That's
show.
right.
That's right. Going triple platinum.
That's right.
And the Fantastics, which is coming out this Friday. Longest running off-Broadway show in the history of Broadway. Off-Broadway. And Gene, you can find on CBS 8:30 on Monday nights coming up October 2nd in her new sitcom, Make Room for Daddy. Daddy Dear.
It's called Yes, Dear.
Yes, dear. Yeah, there we go.
Are you hot, Daddy?
Room for Daddy.
Miss Belvedere.
Oh,
yes,
man.
Yeah, Mother May. It's called Yes, dear. Oh, sorry, I got to write that down. Okay. All right, where are we going here? Is it back on the phones? And speak to Casey. Casey?
Hi.
Hey, you're 15. What's going on?
Okay, first I just want to say, I'm doing my little commentary here. Joey, I think you're really talented, and New Kids on the Block was probably the first musical band I ever heard of in my life.
Mm-hmm.
And Adam, I am a straight female, but I love a man show. It's hilarious.
Fantastic.
Okay.
Whenever somebody's, I want to hear is a little balloon. I'm disturbed, and I've got lots of emotional problems.
How dare you?
Thank you.
Go ahead.
Okay. I lost my virginity over the summer, and the first guy was my boyfriend.
Uh-oh.
The what with your boyfriend?
The first guy was a boyfriend. How many guys have there been since?
2.
Okay.
2.
Mm-hmm.
And I cheated on him with the other guy who was 18. And every time for me, it's like hurt for the first like 5 minutes. Like every single time. And
so it hurts with penetration? Is that where it's hurting?
Well, like on penetration, sure, but like for the first like 5 minutes of intercourse.
If you were with me, it only hurt for the first 2 minutes.
What happens after that 5 minutes? It'd be over
Like,
2 minutes. What are you talking about?
That's what I'm saying. Thank you, Drew. Thank you very much.
No, it's just like it's just uncomfortable, but you know.
It remains uncomfortable, but it's not painful.
Yeah.
So, and do you orgasm?
Occasionally.
That's a no.
Occasionally?
Yeah.
What do you mean occasionally?
Like, it depends.
That means almost once.
Yeah. During
maybe.
the orals?
Maybe not.
With the second guy, yeah. The first guy, hell no, but
Oh, the guy you're cheating with, though?
the guy I was cheating with, yeah.
It's important that your 15-year-old boyfriend know about how the 18-year-old gave you the orgasm.
I just broke up.
Good girl. All right, your line is bad, so we're going to put you on hold, but you can listen to our answer. I have no idea.
What's your question?
Just like, is it normal?
No, it's not normal, but you're sexually active now. You've got to get a pelvic exam, and let's...
Yeah, I'm getting one.
All right, and to discuss this with the person who's doing the exam, see if there's any infection. The most common reason for pain with and around penetration is anxiety, frankly, or vaginismus, and there's a spasm of the muscles down there, and it causes discomfort.
Yeah.
Does it? What about the fact that a woman not being
lubricated,
aroused? Yeah, lubricated. Does that have something to do with vaginismus? What's that called?
Vaginismus? Not really, but it can be part of the pain syndrome. The pain then usually isn't bad right away. And it usually gets worse as it goes along. It doesn't get better.
Yeah, she's tensed up at the beginning, and then sort of it's like when you go to the chiropractor. You know what I mean? Or get a massage. You know, I tell you to relax a little. You're a little bit funky at the beginning, and then eventually you start to mellow out, and then eventually crap in your towel. That's what I do. And I'm like, hey, bitch, you told me to relax.
Nice.
Come on. You want to relax? That's relaxed. Yeah.
Hopefully that's not happening for her.
I'm always scared to turn over because I think I'm going to get an erection or have one when I turn over. Like
she couldn't tell anyway. Don't worry about it.
How dare you? As a guy, you lie on your stomach naked with the towel over your ass on some hard piece of vinyl, and you're going to get an erection, especially if someone's working you over. Hey, it can happen. Well, you wake up every morning with an erection. You sleep on your stomach. There's that pressure against your groin. Yeah,
but it's not from the pressure, though. Drew,
part of it, there's multiple factors that come in there.
Okay, isn't it when you have to pee or something?
The stretch in the bladder actually activates the spinal reflex.
I'm saying that if you took your basic average young man and who functioned well, got him naked, wrapped the towel around him, and told him to lie on his stomach,
you'd get some blood flow.
And had somebody work him, especially if it's an attractive woman, start working on him. When it was time to flip over in a half hour, there might be a little something under the towel.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So would you just turn over and be like, or would you go, oh, man?
No,
he'd be going, which kind of massage am I getting here? Wait.
No, I know the part before they flip you over. They start on like one hand. You get that feeling when they're getting about done with the one side.
What do you think about
Vietnam?
Margaret Thatcher.
Vietnam.
So think about Nam.
Okay.
But it's interesting.
My grandmother in Vietnam.
How different men and women work. For a woman, that's like, what? How could that possibly be? What is sexual about that experience? And again, men, it's
I know. For women, it's like, please don't turn me over. Just keep going. Just keep going.
Taylor.
Yeah, you just have to turn over.
Taylor?
Hello?
What's up?
Hi, I'd like to ask Joey a question.
Wow. There he is.
You didn't ask her how old you didn't say, you're 12.
She's 18.
18.
No, 18. Joey, I've loved you since I've been really little, but are you going to come out with another solo album soon?
Yeah, I'm working on. I'm in the studio right now, and hopefully in the spring it'll be out, and it's going very well. So thank you.
Okay, I just love you so much.
Thank you. Is everything all right and everything working okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Where are you calling from?
Downey.
Where's Downey?
Downey. It's about a half hour from here.
Downey is in the softener?
Yeah.
Where the freeways meet.
Is it fresh and bouncy down there? Or?
Yeah, it's a bad place at Downey. You got to move out of Downey.
What's that? The street of cars there?
Long Beach Freeway, Firestone.
Get Downey!
Okay. Yeah, Pete Ellis Dodge is out there.
There's a whole mile of cars.
Like if someone was had a machine gun in the middle of the street, would everyone go,
That's
"Get
Whittier.
Downey!"
No, that's Whittier. Wait, that's Whittier.
Everyone get Downey!
Hold on. Speaking of Whittier, there was nothing less Whittier than Joe's Downey comment, by the way.
You're the comic here. I'm just the punk.
Kidding. You're lucky I can't sing.
I'm here to make you look good.
You're doing a fine job. Just as long as there's no camera in here. All right, we're going to take ourselves a little break. When we come back, we'll speak to Chase. Wants to know about long-term effects of constant masturbation. Finally, a topic I can speak on. Yep. Loveline. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. That's Dr. Drew. I'm Adam Carolla. Joe McIntyre's our guest tonight. Also, Gene Louisa Kelly. Both here promoting The Fantastics, which is coming out this Friday.
Hello.
It's a feel-good movie.
Yes.
It's a musical.
What time? How long are you guys on for?
Another 4 hours.
Another hour, huh?
We're on until Lycus comes on at 3 o'clock.
Tomorrow afternoon.
No, we're on until midnight. You a big fan of the show?
Listening for years. Years.
That's not what I meant. No, I just meant because I'm on the East Coast, so it's different for me. I just wanted to know it's.
What are you trying to say, Joe?
I'm saying that.
Embarrass him some more, Adam.
No, I think I know what Joey's getting at. We were supposed to let them go at the top of the hour, but I conveniently forgot about that.
I'm on fire. I'm killing, right? That's what they say. I'm killing.
That whole get Downey thing.
Can we do it again? Give me the machine gun. Get Downey!
I see that as a one-man show. I really do.
And a one-man audience.
That's right.
Me in the mirror.
You and
I'm killing.
Dad. No, you guys will hang out for one more break if you will, because I didn't
handle it.
We didn't get our goodbyes in last time, and that'll be that. I always forget about it, and I apologize. Chase?
Yeah, what's up?
All right, so you're 18.
Yeah.
And you want to know the long-term effects of constant masturbation?
Yeah, because it's like, well, I'm a virgin, and I constantly, it's like I'm good for about 7, 8, sometimes 10, 11 times a day.
Imagine you get vitamin D deficiency from lack of sunlight exposure.
Well, I get out a lot because, I go to work or whatever, and I drive, I pick up my sisters from school and all that, but, it's just that, I've just been doing this since, for at least 2 years now, because I can't find the right girl. I mean, this is Detroit, so,
Yeah, it's hard to find.
But even if you found the right girl, I don't think you'd be doing it 7 times a day, unless it's just too.
Here's the problem, Chase. Part of the reason you're not finding the right girls because you've lost the eye of the tiger.
Yeah, but regains it every 30 minutes.
You have no tiger eye. You have pink eye. Right.
Ban, ban. Come on, let's go. Ban. Go ahead, Drew.
You need to get hungry. You understand? You're complacent. You have no wind in your sail. It's all in your hands.
You need to get off. You
need to get up and answer that bell. And here's the point: you whack off enough, and you lose interest in women. You stop pursuing them. Look at that. Your scrotum is like a tank, and your semen is like fuel that is in that tank, and that fuels you to go after women. And when that tank is empty, you're just parked by the side of the road.
And nothing's got to be coming out the 5th to 6th time. I mean,
I think this
is no way.
I think this is sexual compulsivity. This is that.
Why are you a virgin, Chase?
Well, like I said, this is Detroit, and like the women here, so, I'm waiting till I go off to college. I'm going to college in January.
That's cool.
That's cool.
Where are you going?
Eastern Michigan University.
Oh, yeah.
We were up there.
We were?
We spoke there.
How were we?
I don't know.
Was it good?
I can't actually remember it. Remember we did that train station down in Ann Arbor. Remember that?
First off, wait a minute. How different is Eastern Michigan chick-wise than Detroit? It's not like you're going to Miami.
Well, Detroit, for people who don't know the exact population, is majority black, 72%. And the women here, the black women, unfortunately, they're into the thug type guys. They're into the dumb guys, the guys who want to abuse women, stuff like that. They don't want guys like me who are nice, who know how to cook and clean, do for themselves, and are going to college.
Right.
They don't like us, so
All right.
Go.
All right.
Wow.
All right. Well, you probably have a little better fishing in eastern Michigan.
I hope so.
All right, but in the meantime, why don't you see if you can cut back to maybe 4 or 5 times a day?
Okay.
There's no medical effects of this, but it just suggests some sexual compulsivity here.
You'd be sore. You'd have to be sore. There's no way. He can't be sore.
10 times a day? I could have got that in high school.
Come on, man.
I think I could have.
Nah,
it would have been all right. I pull a calf muscle once in a while, but that's why I keep my Asian masseuse nearby in case there's trouble.
But don't turn over.
Carl?
Yes.
You're 30?
Yes.
What's up?
Gentlemen, it's a pleasure.
Good to talk to you, Carl.
Oh, thank you. Can I say real quick, too, that your local PSAs out here through the phone are much better than ours. You got porn stars talking about condom use, and we've got stupid salmon PSAs. But they're much more interesting.
Where are you calling from? Seattle?
Just north of Seattle, yeah.
And where? What's a salmon PSA?
Don't pour your car oil in the stream because it'll affect the salmon, you know.
Yeah, don't walk your bear along the river.
If your dog craps on the lawn, pick it up, things like that, because everything affects the damn salmon. So
do they have
don't walk your grizzly in the shallow part
airplane
of the
turbulence commercial?
They don't run the PSA for airplane turbulence.
I may have heard that, but
it is my
which one is that?
my all-time favorite.
No,
No, we don't have it.
You
We
don't
don't
have
have
it?
it. No, let me explain something real fast. It drives me insane. They have these PSAs, public service announcements, that they run. All radio stations have to run them, and all we hear is a constant feed of PSAs because we are on a national spot and we don't hear any local ads, and we hear the same ones over and over again. And there are problems out there that need addressing, but airplane turbulence is not something that any of our listeners can do anything about, as far as I'm aware of. And they beat you over the head to put the goddamn seatbelt on whenever you're in the plane. I mean, they mention it 400 or 500 times whenever you fly. So what the hell are you supposed to do? That is my question. And basically what they're saying in this commercial is, well, first they start off with this sort of erroneous premise, which is, the body was meant to do a lot of things. Football, and they make a little football sound. Rollerblading, they have a little rollerblading sound. And then they have a bunch of other physical activities.
Each of which people are regularly killed and maimed.
Snowboarding.
Yeah.
But one thing it wasn't meant for is airplane turbulence. Now, the first problem with that argument is more people are killed at the high school level in football every year than from airplane turbulence. So already you're wrong, because the thing you cited as an example of what the body was meant to do or made to do or could withstand, turns out more people die from that than from the thing you're warning us about. You idiots! Who's in this meeting?
Yeah.
And if you combined all the people that die from rollerblading, football, and snowboarding, and ice hockey, and all the other things they use as examples of things your body, punishment your body can take.
Die, just injured.
Just injured. It would be 10 million to the 3 people, the 3 stewardesses who are in their 60s that hurt their neck and they're just trying to cop a lawsuit and get some disability anyway. But one thing your body's not meant to take is airplane turbulence. But here's my question about this PSA that drove me insane for many years. Why are they giving you a heads up on something that you don't need a heads up on? Because when you go into the airplane, you're bashed over the head with it. Right. There's a light that goes off. The pilot tells you. The stewardess tells you. They tell you 1,000 times. So even if you never heard the PSA, you'd still remember to put your seatbelt on because they hit you over the head with it. Right?
Yep.
Well, they have a FAA has a budget.
That's the point.
For commercials. And the girl that does the commercials used to be in radio, but she's married to the president.
There's got to be something.
And that's her job.
She'd spend it on having the plane leave on time.
Here's what drives me berserk. It's like half the airports don't have Doppler radar, but they're spending their money on the PSAs with the doyo-yoing sound in the background. Listen, you jackasses, you spend that money in the right place. And the other one that drives me nuts is airport theft. Worry about your laptop. Oh, please. This is not a problem. Give the PS. Look, stop screwing, you idiots. That
Where
should
do you keep your wallet?
Up your ass, you mutt. Drive me nuts. McGruff talking about getting. Listen, I think being pickpocketed would be quaint by today's standards.
Absolutely.
I'd put an extra 20 in my wallet just in case I'm ever pickpocketed. There's a little something for you. Write a little note. Thank you for not beating me.
It's romantic. It's romantic.
Entertainment value.
Thanks for not rolling me, kind sir.
I'll be giggling for weeks after that.
Enjoy. If you feel so inclined, here's my money manager's address. Please send credit cards and ID to this address. Thank you very much. By the way, the wallet's fake leather.
By the way, Carl never asked us this question.
Oh yeah. All right. PSA. Well, you shouldn't have got me going on the PSA.
Boy, I opened a sore spot, didn't I?
No, everything's a sore spot.
You're just lucky he didn't forget about you and hang up, which is what he usually does on one of those side drives, Carl. So consider yourself very lucky.
Hey, I got to say that I lost my virginity to a New Kids on the Block song too.
Really? Nice.
I think it's 29.
What song was it? Do you remember?
You know, da 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 da. What, Hanging
Right stuff.
That was close.
Hanging 10 or whatever it is.
No, it's Hanging Tough. Is the name of the CD,
Album.
right? Thank you.
I'm impressed.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm hip.
Anyway, guys, I got a question about fungus under the arms.
Yeah.
It looks, kind of like athlete's foot would or jock itch, and I keep using a Lotrimin AF, and it seems to come back like every 5-6 weeks.
Yeah, it's a red patch?
Yeah, kind of a red patchy. It itches, and as soon as I put something on it, the itching stops, and I can use this medicine for maybe a week, and then it goes away. But
the antifungal medicines?
Yeah.
Do you ever use any steroid medicines?
No.
And the fungal medicines, get rid of it?
It does, but then it keeps coming back, though.
Well, do you think he has psoriasis?
No, because most of the other than fungus shouldn't get better with things like Lotrimin. You might try some Lamisil, which is now available over the counter, and that's a little stronger. But the sort of overriding issue here is whatever conditions set you up to get this in the first place still persist even after you eradicate the infection. So you need to see a doctor to make sure there's not a blood sugar problem or some other condition that's setting you up for this.
Speaking of over-the-counter, another quick tirade.
Joy raised his hand.
Joy, go ahead.
For those of you that don't listen,
Ooh.
Could be.
It's a female perspective.
Could be.
Nice.
Little panty tip there.
Going from the foot thing and whatever, just a quick. Is there something better for athlete's foot? Not that one of my good friends has it.
Then what?
One of my really good friends has it in his right foot, and he enjoys it when he goes to bed just to itch it to make him go to sleep, and it's fun, it's good, but I think you should stop doing it. Is there anything better than, like, say, the normal stuff like foot powder and all that stuff that's hard to get on and it gets all over the bathroom? That's what he says.
Hey, now I'm thinking...
Seriously, I want to know, is there something better, like a cream or something higher?
Yeah, there's pills. It's like diflucan.
Oh, really?
And, there's
no side effects?
You'll
never itch again.
I would certainly try to use the creams and keep the wool, to keep the air, they keep it real dry, and
tell them to keep it dry.
Yeah.
Whenever I think of Joy, I'm going to think, when he's not treating his athlete's foot, he's jacking off.
He's scratching somewhere.
That's what I'm thinking now.
Okay, I get
he's not scratching, he's pulling.
Yeah. You know how I always go insane with the over-the-counter stuff?
Yeah. This is the tirade you're going to go on?
Just a mild tirade. It drives me insane that
he's closing his eyes.
Somebody calls in. Somebody calls in and says they have lice or crabs, and Drew says, "Well, the over-the-counter stuff doesn't work, but go get a prescription to get the crab-killing shampoo." And I always yell at Drew, "Why the hell is this? Why do you need a prescription to get crab-killing shampoo? Just make the good stuff available to people. And how are you going to abuse crab-killing shampoo, for Christ's sake?" It drives me nuts, and I was thinking about it today because I was brushing my teeth with a little sampler thing of toothpaste that my dentist gave me, smuggled to me, and said, this has extra fluoride in it. It's like 1.3% fluoride content. This is prescription, but you can use it. And I thought to myself, what the F do I need a prescription to brush my goddamn teeth for? I mean, a little extra fluoride. Why is that a prescription thing? And if it is, why is he just handing it out to everybody? I mean, who's in charge of this, Drew? What can we do about this? I would say that 7/8 of the things that are prescription drugs could be checked right off. The extra fluoride toothpaste, the crab shampoo, all the foot medications, all that fungal stuff. Check it right off. Put it on the counter.
What about Robitussin, though?
Right, that's Robitussin.
That's the point. It's already there.
Robitussin is there. Legal.
Gasoline is there.
Gasoline, oily rags, tequila, and crossbows all over the counter.
In Europe, they just let it. It's free reign in Europe, right?
That's right.
It's
for the most part.
Yeah. Go to Europe.
Well, we go to Mexico.
You can do a satellite feed. You can still be around.
Let's not go crazy. True. You don't have to go to Mexico. I'll go to Europe. I'll fly to Germany. Get myself some prescription drugs and
Hang
fly
on.
back.
Yeah, on the base.
Oh, you're saying live there or just go get some drugs?
I'm just saying it's very nearby.
Oh, yeah.
You go to Canada, you go to Mexico.
I always go there by Tile and Vicodin. Ryan, you're 20. What's up?
Not much. All right, I got this problem. Anytime I have sex, I kind of get done really quick.
How long?
About 5 minutes. Yeah. I got other things to make up for it, though.
Wait, 5 minutes
That's not a bad thing.
Yeah, 5 minutes.
Well, yeah, it is. From my perspective, it is. I feel embarrassed because I let them know.
Hold on, I'm adding something to my Joey list.
Yeah, it's what you do before that 5 minutes.
What?
It's called foreplay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so work on the foreplay and don't worry about the 5
Yeah,
minutes.
I'm good at the foreplay, but see, I like more than just 5 minutes.
What is it you expect to happen in that 5 minutes?
More than just 5 minutes.
All right, but now hold on a second. Sometimes when people say 5 minutes,
They mean 1 minute.
They mean 1 minute.
Yeah.
Do you mean actual pumping away for good Led Zeppelin song?
But yeah, about 5 minutes.
All right. That's not great, but it's not as bad as what we've heard.
Right.
On this show.
That's not.
And what kind of 5 minutes is it? Is the 5 minutes like?
Are you?
Or is it yeah?
It's like Super Bowl.
But what do you?
Ain't no problem.
What do you expect? Again, what did you let down? I understand where you.
I don't know. I feel like I'm letting them down or something because I'm so quick, and they're just like.
Okay. All right. Well, let's give him some tips to slow himself down. Hey, if anyone wants to know how long 5 minutes is, by the way, get in a boxing ring for 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Go one round. That's a long 3 minutes.
Yeah.
And it's 2 on to that. Yeah. You got your rest period in 1 minute into the second round.
One of the things that they can think of is your grandmother in the foxhole in Vietnam.
Right. Well, she's in a rice paddy, actually.
He needs to masturbate more, probably.
I want to keep going.
Really?
Hey, Ryan, so
Yeah.
can you remove a bullet from the chamber so the gun doesn't go off so quickly, if you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like a few minutes, half hour before your date?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've tried that before, but it don't work. It's just like, it's there, then it's gone. Just boom.
So you have another orgasm?
Yeah. It's just like I'll have one 5 minutes, and about 10, 15 minutes later I'll have another one.
What is the problem? I don't see a problem.
So, Ryan, so can you take a little break and have more sex?
Well, yeah, but see, it's I don't know. It's not the I don't know. It's just like
I think you need to communicate with your partners more. I think your expectation of what they need and what you're going to do for them is just not right.
You go down on them though, right?
Oh yeah, I got my tongue pierced.
Okay, let me explain something. First, you got to rub some Coke on your Johnson. All right, that'll numb it down a little bit. Something I learned in prison.
Nice.
Oh, now here's the deal. I've said this many times. You set the sexual clock when you begin the foreplay, especially if you're going down. It's like punching in. You know what I mean? You're clocking in. You're in. Sometimes I have guys punch in for me if I'm running a little bit late. But you go down on a chick and you clock in. So you go down.
That's double time.
You go down. That's golden time.
Yeah, that's overtime. You're getting paid double right there.
Hazard pay, meal penalties, the whole 9 yards.
Yeah.
You go down there for 15, 20 minutes. Then you come up for 5 minutes of sex. That's 20, 25 minutes of loving in my book, and you're fine. You can be proud of that. Yeah. And a chick ain't going to complain because they'd rather you go down on them anyway. Right? Thank you.
Good night.
No. And enjoy.
Should we say our farewells?
No, we got one more call. Right. They're not going anywhere. Kimberly?
Yeah?
You're 17.
Yeah.
At this point. What's up?
Well, for the last year, I've been having, relations with girls.
Yeah.
And, before that, I was, with only guys, right? And then I got curious. And then, I really liked the girls. And now I have a boyfriend again.
Yeah.
And,
Drew's going for his wallet. Well, there may be some gambling here. Got my wallet. Hold on a second, Kimberly. Haven't gambled in a while. You guys got $1? $1?
What's the bet?
Gene, you got $1?
Yep.
We do this periodically here on Loveline. We gamble on people's past. We try to figure out what brought them to where they're at today. What kind of childhood did they have? What went on to
guys? This is a successful show, and you should by now be betting more than $1. But we can go on. It's for fun. I understand.
It started at 10 cents, so we've moved up to that.
We actually had toothpicks. Remember?
That's right. So here's the deal. Where was who are we talking to? Kimberly?
Yeah.
Okay, Kimberly was with guys, got bored, went to do a little experimenting, went with girls, and then went back. Did she go back and forth
she has a
little
boyfriend
bit?
now.
Kimberly got a boyfriend now?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, hold on a second. We'll do some gambling on you. We should be gambling on you, right?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes, please.
Okay, all right. Drew got his spidey sense was tingling and went right for his wallet. So why don't you get started, Drew?
No, let me
Set an
finish.
example.
No, you go.
All right. Here's how the game goes. What we bet on the past, not the present. So I'm going to go with. I just try to think of what Drew's answer is and screw him. Got contacted by a female peer at a young age.
Good
Maybe a neighbor girl came over.
Good bet.
7, 8 years old, did a little fiddling, a little experimenting.
That early.
Mix that with a little bit of a broken family.
Oh, you're getting good. Okay, that's enough.
Okay.
Leave room for them now.
All right. Joey?
Oh, we go counterclockwise, huh?
Yeah.
Well, you got to leave it to the doctor. Okay. I'd say no. It wasn't that bad. I think she's got a decent relationship with her parents, and she was just doing the high school thing, and was at a party one night and ran into a couple of other girls that have experimented, and boom, that was that. And she tried it out, and she liked it for a while, but she was missing the.
So no problems. I mean, nothing major driving her this direction.
No.
Okay, that's not a bad bet, Gene.
I'm going to go with that, and I'm going to add to it that previous boyfriends like to watch porn where women were going at each other, and figure that guys love to watch that, and that's an element.
No, not bad.
That's good.
But no
That's
significant damage in the past, no molestation or abuse or anything like that. Just introduction to lesbian porn with the boyfriends.
Possible parents divorced.
Well, now you're going with parents divorced or not?
That's gonna wipe you out. That's fine.
I'm gonna go with parents divorced.
All right, not a bad bet. It's 65% of people that are divorced. All right, Drew, what do you think, buddy?
There's some chaos in the home. I don't know whether it's a bunch of siblings or alcohol or something, but I don't have to go there. But sexual abuse by an older sibling's friend, male friend.
Ooh,
between 8 and 11, maybe even 12.
8 and 11, 12, and how old is she now?
17. All right.
Okay,
very good.
I scored.
Kimberly?
Yeah.
Okay, we got a lot riding on this now. What's up?
Adam, I guess you're closest.
Yeah, what happened?
Well, my dad, I haven't seen him really since I was 5. He lives in Europe.
Yeah.
But do you get along with him? I'm not saying, but do you talk to him on the phone?
What
I
happened?
mean,
I have a stepfather.
Yeah.
What'd he do to you?
Well, I was molested when I was 9.
By stepdad?
8 to 11 here.
Yeah, you said by friend. You don't get any money for that. Your stepfather molested you?
Yeah.
Ever any other thing happen like that?
And when I was, like you said, when I was 7, like there was a girl, and she was like my first kiss.
Take it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Come to daddy.
Oh my!
I'm sorry
God,
for what happened to you, Kimberly, but
because you guys, this never happens without that.
Yeah.
It never happens without that history.
Yeah.
Our culture would have you believe, well, it's just somebody kind of screwing around.
Who's the dumb
It does
one?
not happen like that.
Yeah.
There's sexual abuse in childhood always, essentially.
I had Kimberly call in. Hey, baby, you're in for a cut.
Wow.
I'll send you your $2 tomorrow, right?
Well, you know that opens up a huge, like, and obviously you've been dealing with it all your career, so you're up to it. You wouldn't say that, but the fact that you would say that someone has to be abused to
go gay.
Yeah.
Here's the deal.
That's not what we're saying.
No.
To be mixed up? I mean, a little bit.
Yeah.
Sexual abuse causes extreme impairment of sexual identity in adolescence.
I
Always.
went through the whole counseling sessions and everything, but I don't.
You're actually doing better. That's kind of what threw us off. You're doing better than usual for what you've been through.
Yeah, you don't sound that screwed up.
There's any resolution.
I understand, but you are in sort of an experimental phase, and you're doing substantially better than the usual young lady who's been through the kind of history that you've been through. I would say stay with that therapy a little bit to help you contain and clarify some of these things you're struggling with. But that.
Well, yeah, but my question was like, because now I have a boyfriend, and like anything that he does, it doesn't turn me on anymore. Like.
Yeah, but the trajectory you're on, what happens with the biology of the brain is when you get screwed with by an adult, sexualized prematurely. Well, it actually changes the biology of your brain, and it sets you on a trajectory. And that trajectory, in your case, is sort of moving along, okay? And if you don't do something to help organize things, you're likely either to turn off completely to sex or to head in a very compulsive direction. And you're sort of flip-flopping back and forth right now.
All right, so Kimberly.
Yeah.
Here's the deal. This horrible man did something to sort of scramble your radio waves a little bit when you were younger. You got some counseling, and we can hear that in you. You don't sound as chaotic as many people we talk to. But you still have this energy, and it's something you're going to have to contain. It's something you're going to have to fight. You can't act out on it every time.
What do you mean by contain and not act out?
Well, I mean, her impulse is going to be for chaos. Bad relationships, chaotic relationships.
Girls, boys, whatever.
What's that?
Is it wrong to be lesbian?
No. We're not making judgment on it. We're just telling you.
Yeah, God thinks it's wrong, but we're not passing judgment on that.
No, if you're a lesbian, great. And who wouldn't be with the history that you've been through? You know what I'm saying? But be that as it may, you're also attracted to guys. You're confused. Your sexual sort of responses to people, your capacity for intimacy, all that is affected by that history. And if you stay with some treatment, that might be clarified, you might be more gratified in your relationships, and you might suffer less along the road here.
How did you see the 7-year-old? 8? Yeah, I mean how many does that happen?
I was looking to pick that. I picked the right age.
No, he said the 7-year-old, 8-year-old. The girl came over, and that was
we
they
deal with
kissed.
We deal with this all the time. I said a good bet though.
Yeah. I have a certain clairvoyant streak that
we deal with this all the time.
Yeah, whatever.
All the time.
Yeah, but it's still it doesn't. It's not a. It's not like it's not like we're mechanics listening to a transmission. I mean, it does vary.
You're not the
quite
car
a bit,
guys,
but we do. I love those guys, by the way. We do have a better shot than the layperson, even though most people think of me as a layperson. So that is it. Yeah. We will let you guys go upon your merry way. The Fantastics, everyone, which is coming out this Friday. Pack up the kids and go see something that feels good. And let me just say this for a second.
It curbs homosexuality, actually, this show.
Yeah, go into a musical. Sure.
No, it doesn't. We welcome homosexuals, transsexuals, bisexuals, everybody. Come on.
Let me just say this very quickly before we go to break. I'm watching the TV. They're coming out with The Exorcist again, and they're coming out with the Blair Witch thing again, and now they're running this thing for Urban Myth 5, and there's a chick who's lying in a tub, a thing of ice, and she had her gallbladder removed or something like that. And I'm thinking to myself, I feel bad enough. I really do. I turn the news on, I want to kill myself. Now I got to pay $8 and watch some bitch who got her gallbladder removed. You know what I'm saying? Go out and see something that feels good, for Christ's sake.
Yeah.
Go out and see some kids dancing around and having a good time. Back when we lived in a simpler time. Go out and watch that before all the trouble.
Act like
before all the internet on the porn.
Actually.
Yeah, go enjoy it. I'm not going, but go and enjoy that. I'm going to sit home, watch Dukes of Hazzard, and masturbate. But you guys go out and watch this movie. All right, Gene, Joey, thank you very much.
Thank you.
We'll be back. Yeah, Loveline. Joe McIntyre and Gene Louisa Kelly both left. The Fantastics is the name of the movie, coming out this Friday.
Good night.
Good night. They're a lovely couple, those two. I don't know that they're a couple, but they should be. They're really delightful, both of them. Mm-hmm. I really enjoy those two. I like to take them both camping. Ann?
Yes.
You're 17?
Yes.
What's up?
Hi, I had an abortion like 3 months ago.
Yeah.
And I told my boyfriend that like when we started going out.
It was before you started going out with him?
No, when?
Yeah, this was this was probably a month before I started going out with him.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he's actually the only one I told that I actually did that. Like, my best friend, I told I had a miscarriage, and the guy that, the baby, it was his baby, I told him I had a miscarriage, too, because I really regret having an abortion, but I really needed to do that.
All right, what's your question?
Well, my boyfriend and I, like, have a lot of problems here and there, but, like, I keep holding on because I'm like, wow, I told him this really big secret of mine. And
so you're keeping this relationship going just because you're worried that if you break up, he'll sort of spread this?
Not necessarily spread it, but just, like, I feel like I made him a really important person because I told him this and I didn't tell anybody else.
Yeah.
And I don't know, like...
What made you sour on this guy? Obviously you thought he was something special at one point.
Yeah, I was hoping that I would be going out with him for a long time, and I didn't want to, like...
What changed your mind?
Just the fact that, like, things really weren't going well after, like, 2 months.
What happened?
He's, like, distant, and he tells me, like, he doesn't really, like, he can't... When I told him I had an abortion, he's like, oh, like, you're saying it, but I don't know if I really believe it, you know?
Tell him it didn't happen.
Yeah.
Well, he knows it happens because, like, my parents, you know, he's talked about it and stuff, but... I mean, I took, like...
Your parents? He's talked about it?
With your parents?
I told my parents that I told him, and then, like, they talked to him.
Wow.
Because I was afraid if he, like, wig out or something.
Holy F. I'll tell you, I'm so glad I wasn't there for that conversation. Tell you about it, past the mashed potatoes. So, my little girl had an abortion.
Yeah, well, I mean...
let's not give her another one. How about that? What do you say there? Yeah. No, not... Yeah, give me a napkin. I'm short of salad fork. You got that?
It took me, like, 3 months to realize I had the abortion. And I, like, freaked out one night and started crying.
That happened to me when I had surgery in my hand. I was in denial for 3 months.
What do you mean it took 3 months to realize you had an abortion?
No, well, because I'm adopted, and I never, ever had believed in abortion.
So 3 months before you allowed yourself the feelings associated with
just little
choosing
things,
that.
like when I first got my period the first time, and it was really weird, and I was like, why? Oh, and then I connected it with the fact that I had an abortion.
So you were in denial that you had an abortion.
Pretty much.
All right. Ann, listen to me. If you want to break up with him, break up with him.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, I don't know.
Look, this relationship's over, right?
Well, it's not technically over. I mean, we fight a lot. Like, he tells me he can't handle a girlfriend right now, and then he'll be like, the next day he's like, oh, let's just try for one more week.
All right, well,
all right.
Then don't break up.
It's coming. We don't care, is what we're saying. It's getting near the end, though.
Always make a choice and do what you think is right. But for the relationship, not worrying about protecting yourself.
Yes, do it based on the relationship, not based on the secret you told him.
Right.
Okay. Trey.
Yeah.
You're 15.
Yeah.
What's up?
I don't know what to call it. It's not exactly like a fetish, but, like, whenever I go on, like, the internet and I look at stuff, like, I tend to look at the weirdest, craziest stuff there is.
Like what?
Like, I'll look at, like girls, like, with, like, 4 guys on her. Or like older women, and it's starting to like freak me out because I don't know.
Let me tell you something, Trey.
Yeah.
When I was 15, if I knew somebody who had a magical computer in some basement,
a magical box, we just a box
wouldn't know what it was called.
Yeah, we wouldn't call it a computer.
We called it electric abacus back then, and it was in some magical basement far, far away, and they had a picture of these 4 guys on top of this one chick. I would have begged them to take a piece of tracing paper and put it up against the screen and just take a pencil and go around the silhouette of it and send it to me.
Or you would have set up a cot in there, not left. Right? In that room with the magic screen?
No, if I didn't... No, see, this is predicated on me not having access to the magic. You see what the trace is?
I see. If there was a magic screen that somebody had access to. Yeah.
Right, you got to listen to the beginning part of the story, Trey. That's all. Hi, Trey?
Yeah.
What were we talking about?
Magic screen.
Turbulence? Trey?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
You're
curious, you're 15, you're a little warped.
I don't want to do this.
Let me ask you this. Are you Are you a pretty aggressive guy?
Like, what do you mean?
I don't know. Do you have a lot of difficulty with anger or aggression?
Not really.
All right.
No, listen, here's the deal. You do a lot of things when you're young that you can't help but do. Yeah. And as you get older, you realize some things aren't for you. For instance, there was a time where if you said to me, hey, I got a film of this chick getting run over by a train, I'd be like, cool, let's see it. You know, when I was 19, I'd want to take a look at it. Now that I'm 36, I have one foot in the grave, and I'm basically just going home waiting to die. If you said to me, I got a film of this chick getting run over by a train, I'd say, I don't want to see it.
Yeah.
Not interested.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's something that goes.
That or also with this, maybe he's developing some preferences that are disturbing to him, but as he gets older, he learns to sort of accept them.
And understands that when he walks away from the computer, he feels worse than he did when he walked to the computer.
Right.
And sometimes you got to make that walk several hundred times before it sinks in.
Right.
And he's bringing it up, so he's kind of at the cusp of something.
He's shaping his,
just stay with it. But listen, everybody, it takes a long time to figure this out, but you don't have to do everything you feel like doing impulsively. Just stay home. Stay home and wait to die. You got some cable? Relax. You do what I do. All right. Neil?
Yeah.
You...
Yeah.
I was reading something that I was quoted in recently, my life philosophy. I don't know if I forgot what it was, but I just remembered it because I read it somewhere. It is figure out exactly what you want to do in life and then take a nap. That's pretty good, right?
You shaved it down. Didn't it used to be masturbate, then take a nap?
Right. Yeah, it's true. It must have been for a more upscale newspaper or something. Neil?
Yeah.
What's up?
Okay. I take trazodone. I was prescribed trazodone for sleeping. And the reason I'm calling is I started skydiving lessons. Nice. And I'd read on the internet that trazodone can cause fainting when you stand up.
Yep.
And I'm wondering if it causes fainting when you fall down.
Well, the fainting is from something called postural hypotension, which is your blood pressure doesn't respond quickly to regaining upright posture.
Okay.
And God only knows the kinds of weird stuff your body goes through when it's falling. So I would discuss that carefully with the doctor. I would think you wouldn't want to be scuba diving or skydiving on medications like this. And I would think that anybody that takes you up there would have those sorts of parameters already spelled out for you.
Oh, those guys are anyway. They're high school dropouts. They're looking to make a buck.
Okay, yeah. So.
Hey, well, wait a minute. How's this trazodone? Is that good?
It's a sleep
medicine. Yeah, it'll knock you out.
That's the one I wanted to give you.
Knock me out?
Yeah.
And that's can I ask one more question?
Yeah.
Now they prescribed it when they prescribed it to me on the bottle. It says daily, but I don't take it daily. I only take it when I need it.
What's the dose?
Let's see. I think 150 milligrams.
Yeah. You're really supposed
to. Off on 50, and then they jack me up.
Yeah. You're really supposed to take it every day.
Yeah.
You are to make it work.
Wait a minute. Let me write this down. Why every day? To get you on a cycle?
Because, and it also has a antidepressant property to it. It's not just a sleep medicine.
You're telling me this thing tastes like beer, and I'm going to strangle you. I want some of this stuff.
I've been talking about it for a long time. You get a little hangover, though. You get drowsy in the morning.
Nah, that's nothing. Well, wait a second.
Give you priapism.
Permanent erection?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. All right, so let me get this straight. You get a little buzz when you stand up.
Right.
You got to take it every day.
Yeah.
Knocks you out.
Yeah.
Permanent boner.
And mood elevator.
And it
painful erection that will not go away.
Make you a little taller, too?
Mm.
I mean, what the hell doesn't this drug do? Give me some of this.
All right.
But wait a minute. How come you got to do it every day?
It just works better that way. It's really not a medicine designed to be taken occasionally as needed. It's if you're using that strategy to helping somebody with sleep.
But you do it every day for like 2 weeks, and then you get off, right?
No, it's a regular thing.
Do it every day for the rest of your life?
6 months.
No, I've seen the commercials and stuff on TV.
For trazodone?
Oh, whatever. I don't know if it was Robitussin, trazodone, or Vicks 44, but
medicine.
I've seen the genre of the medicine commercials, and they always say just take a couple of weeks. That's why I'd be a great doctor. I swear. Okay, we're going to argue off the air about this, all right? When we come back, we'll speak to Jay. He can only reach an orgasm during sex if he's watching pornography. Perfectly normal, perfectly healthy. After this.
That's the point.
Yeah.
You got to treat it chronically.
All right. Well, I'm going to get myself some of that. Hey, it's Loveline. Here we go. Jay?
Yeah.
You're 23. What's up?
Yeah, well, every time I get, like, with a woman, I can't get off unless there's, like, some pornography on, you know, like something I can either, like, read, like, while I'm banging her, or, like, something I can see on the TV. I mean, I get off just fine by myself, but, you know, when there's when there's a woman involved,
right.
I ain't gay or nothing like that, you know.
No.
I like women and all.
As you said, Adam, it's nice, but it's not the real thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, sex, right.
Yeah.
something you can read?
Yeah, well, like those little sex books or whatever,
Yeah, how are you reading while you're banging?
I got fast eyes, yo.
Yo.
But I mean, I don't know. I think there's is there some problem with me or something?
Yes.
That I can't,
Yeah.
a woman just ain't enough or something?
Well, there's a couple of combinations here, Jay. One is maybe you haven't met the right woman.
Yeah.
And number two, it doesn't sound like you're getting into a groove with one chick. Sounds like you're bouncing around a little.
It isn't like you have a relationship. The woman is not even an object.
No, I mean, well, it's like one of those things. I go out to a club, I find one, it's just not enough for her to be her, I got to see some, like lesbian action on the TV or something.
I understand.
All
Thanks for ruining it for all us guys, by the way. This is the reason I don't get laid, by the way, because guys like Jay. All right, listen, Jay, get in a relationship, settle down a little, find your focus, and you'll be fine. Jesus Christ. I hate guys like Jay. You ever hang out with a guy like Jay?
No.
No, me neither, but once in a while, some idiot brings a guy like Jay around when you're trying to hang out.
Right.
There's nothing worse than that. You know the worst thing a guy can do to another guy? It's happened to me a few times. He set up a big card game, boys' night out, kind of card game kind of thing. One guy brings his jerk-off buddy, and this guy's cracking jokes and being an idiot the whole time.
Ruins the whole night.
It ruined. Yeah. It is. One guy.
Yeah.
Morris?
Yeah.
You're 14.
Yeah.
What's up?
Anyways, I just wanted to say, you guys rock.
Thank you.
And, I masturbate 10 to 20 times a week.
A week? Okay, you're right in the Carolla range.
Yeah, so, anyways, and I just wanted to say, that, I wanted to know when my dick was going to stop growing because, I'm going through puberty right now, or I'm starting.
It'll stop when you're about 21.
Yeah.
Really?
No, yeah. Here's the good news. It's going to grow for a full 7 years. Okay? The bad news is it's going to grow 3/32 of an inch between now and 2007. All right?
Morris is going in a weird direction here. You hear where he's going?
I don't know where he's going.
It's too big now. It's his thing.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Well, it is?
go ahead.
Okay.
You can tell in his voice, can't you?
Morris?
Yeah.
Is it too big now?
No, it just grew an inch over summer, which is really weird.
Yeah. An
Yeah.
inch over summer. Wouldn't that be great? Hey, you want to hear something funny, Morris?
What?
I'd pay $50,000 for my dick to grow an inch over summer. $50,000. Do you hear me?
Okay.
Okay. I don't care who wanted it. I'd give it to the Hitler Youth Fund. 1 inch. And $25,000 for a half inch. Or $75,000 for an inch and a half. But if we got to 2 inches, I'd go $750,000. It pops up. It jumps up big. See what I'm saying, Drew?
Yeah.
Okay. Morris?
Yeah.
You're fine, buddy. 1 inch, huh? You measured it at the beginning of the summer?
Well, I measure it all the time.
Yeah.
Chronicling this.
Third grade.
Do you have one of those...
when did you start? Wait a minute. How old were you when you started?
Masturbating or
No, measuring.
measuring?
Yeah.
I don't know, right after preschool.
Oh, come on.
Oh, please.
No, seriously.
Go check the door jamb, because there'll be a little line that says Morris 1990, Morris 1994. Remember those things, Drew?
We've got those.
You got them, right?
So
Every kid does that?
We have a big ruler on our wall.
Right.
The kids' marks on it.
Yeah.
Just after preschool. How dare you?
Yeah. My parents kind of dropped the ball on that one. There was Adam at 3'1" in 1969.
Adam
and then it was
83.
Adam at 6'2" in 1987. They just missed a couple of years in between there. I think my dad went back, sort of did some rough estimating, and put a few lines in there. Robert?
Yes, hello.
You're 18.
Yes, I am. I was wondering if I put Rogaine on my face, will it help me grow facial hair?
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
That's an interesting question. I don't know the answer to that. It makes some sense to me that it would, although I only know that it's documented to grow hair on the head.
But also, doesn't it sort of prevent loss of hair more
than growth,
than stimulate growth?
Yes.
Oh.
You want to grow a beard?
Yeah, definitely.
Why, you hiding out from the law?
Because I got, body hair, all over me, but it's God just blessed me with, no facial hair for some reason.
Interesting. And hair all over, huh?
My back, my arms, my neck. I mean, I can grow some long sideburns, but when it comes to, the upper lip and my, cheeks and stuff, no beard.
Yeah. Well, what's your nationality?
I'm half Japanese and black.
Japanese.
Yeah, you got... Well, wait a minute. But the black isn't hairy either. You got screwed.
I know.
Yeah, you got a Japanese upper lip and black forearms. It's weird when black guys get hairy. You see them every once in a while. You ever see a black guy with like big eyebrows like mine?
No.
It's always a little disconcerting. Once in a while, you'll see a black dude with big bushy eyebrows. It's always a little funky. It's weird. All right, Robert?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're fine. Listen, here's the thing. You're 18, and your beard will come in much more. 20, 21, 25. As the years wear on, it'll come in. Now, Drew, I know you're not Burl Ives over there.
Yeah.
But even you...
It comes in later.
It comes, and it keeps coming, and it keeps moving down.
Yeah.
My beard is trying to connect with my crotch. It cut a deal.
Taking the rear approach?
My ass is trying to connect with my hairline and back, and my beard is moving down my neck, trying to connect with my balls. Now, for years, my chest wouldn't hear of it. Was not going to let it cross paths. Now they cut a deal. It's a demilitarized zone, my chest, but they cut a deal.
There's a swath there now.
And now they're going to let them go past. All right, Burl. We're going to take ourselves a little break. We'll be back.
No, you can't be objective about it. You won't see it, especially you.
What do you mean? I know when I'm spinning out. How dare you?
You're spinning out.
Oh, yeah. Hey, so am I. Hey, blah, blah, blah. All right, that's it, everybody. Yeah, I thank Joey McIntyre and Gene Louisa Kelly for coming in here. The Fantastics, everyone. Fantastic. Coming
Lisa
up
Donovan.
Elisa Donovan. She's coming in tomorrow?
I haven't seen her in a couple of years.
Good. What's she plugging? Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
She's back on Sabrina. Or she's now on Sabrina.
Yeah, she was never on
She was
Sabrina.
on Clueless.
She was on Clueless, and now she's on Sabrina. All right, should we just end the show?
Let's do.
All right, so until next time, it's Adam Carolla for Dr. Drew saying mahalo.
I'm drunker than a skunk.
This has been Loveline. The opinions expressed on this show are not necessarily those of the staff, management, sponsors, or this station. The producer for Loveline is Ann Wilkins Engel. Loveline is a presentation of Westwood One Entertainment.